Cillian Murphy was born on May 25, 1976 and is now 47 years old. Of course, if you watch this video in 2023. A quiet, unpublished man who became famous for playing the Peaky Blinders series and Tommy Shelby's character again. The character that is completely far from the character of Cillian Murphy. Hello and welcome to the Review Movie channel. Today in this episode we will talk about Cillian Murphy. So if you're a fan of these kinds of videos, please give this video a like and subscribe to the Review Movie channel for more. Thank you. First, I tell you a series of facts from Cillian Murphy in this series, then we go to his personal life and other facts. It took several months to prepare the role of Tommy Shelby, both mentally and physically, and it took several times to get out of the role. Sometimes he didn't even get out of Tommy's character in their own home and behaved in the same tone. And to prepare for this role for Cillian Murphy for 15 years. Cillian says that the cereal makers didn't want the lean and stainless man, so after 15 years of vegetarianism, he started eating meat to bring more protein and iron to his body. He even had a problem with the Tommy's trousers look and said that I will never try such a hairstyle at my own will. That hat, that sound and that type of movement, all the factors to show me a stubbornness. Otherwise, I would never participate in any fight. Cillian Murphy defeated Jason Statham to play. Starry Night, the creator of the work, says I met with both of them and it was very difficult to choose between the two. Jason was physically ready, but Cillian Murphy was not a trousers at all. But Cillian Murphy was playing and tells Steven Knight and says, I remember I play very delicate that Jason Statham is not a good actor and I can play Tommy Pants and I take it. Well, now let's talk about Cillian Murphy's personal life. Cillian always likes to live in peace and without the confusion of the media and not be leaked out of his personal life. Which is why he lives in Devon, Ireland. Because people in Ireland believe they are not doing their job, just like the rest of small cities. He says, I'm going to the bus and that, I'm going to buy a milk shop and do my daily routine. I hate that one day I can't do it. Cillian believes that the less people get to know him, the easier he can play the role of people. Even if you lose it on the street, buy him beer. But don't ask for pictures at all because he hates selfies and virtual networks and is in the old lifestyle. He believes it. In the first part of the video, I said that he was able to defeat the Jason Statham in order to take the role of Tommy. But a few years ago, he lost to Christian Bale to win a role. Which role? He wore Batman's dress in 2003 and went on stage and tested for Nolan. But later, he said, I had no idea how to play Batman and no one was the size of Christian Bale Lee in the role of Batman. Nolan, of course, liked the test that Cillian Murphy gave and chose it for the role of the Crow, so that Cillian Murphy would become the first actor to play a villain DC in 3 films. Murphy and Nolan have a very good relationship with each other, as Nolan used Murphy in Enspedy and Dundreich film, and in his latest film, Oppenheimer, he finally played the lead role in Cillian Murphy. Murphy has repeatedly stated that he loves working with Christopher Nolan and no matter how big or small. He believes that Nolan is one of the limited directors who have been able to adapt the terms of the story system and make the limits of the design framework attractive and challenging and beautiful films. In the following, Nolan said Cillian Murphy was one of the best actors in his generation, both behind the scene and in front of the camera, and working with him over the years. Cillian Murphy tried strange things before he became an actor, which should be said to be thankful for them. For example, in a music band, he was a guitarist, even to produce 5 albums, and their band was dissolved. Murphy studied law at the university and was to be a lawyer. It is said to have been very high, but one night when he sees a different show from the Oranges in a nightclub, he becomes interested in acting and decides to abandon the university. He later says about his right evidence and that he was wrong. But when he informed his family that he abandoned the field, he wouldn't get some interesting things happening and he would be upset. In the end, Cillian gets to a place in acting to tell us when you feel like doing something good and doing it right, be sure to follow it and not leave it. Cillian Murphy is an actor who takes a lot of time to dive into his roles, which is why he has a lot of stress for initial test because it only has 15 seconds to play that role. Unlike many actors who don't know their place, when they become famous and know themselves as superior, Cillian Murphy sometimes becomes embarrassed of being an actor. Why? Because he believes the actors are more important than they are. He says that I am just a player and a whole nurse and a doctor and other people who are doing more important things. And many times me as Cillian need them to help me. They're doing more useful things than I. But he always satisfies himself with a sentence. What do you think that sentence is? that the same people need to watch a movie for a few hours and stay away from their problems for a few hours to know your knowledge and intelligence in Cillian Murphy. Thank you for accompanying me and Cillian Murphy until the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the Review Movie channel for more and like this video. Thank you until the next time. Bye.